Hi everyone, my name is Norman. I run the knitting blog nimbleneedles.com, and today I want to show you how to make two. M2 is one of the easiest double increases in knitting, and you can use it to increase the stitch count of a project evenly on both sides. It's a very popular stitch for the center of shawls. I'll show you the standard way of knitting it first, and then some fun and maybe more beautiful alternatives at the end of this video. So let's dive right into it. The M2 double increase is very similar to a make one left, so in case you already know how to knit M1L, this is going to be very easy for you. I'll link you my video up in here and in the description box below, just in case you need to catch up. And here's how to make two. You start by lifting the strand, this strand here, between two stitches onto your left needle from the front, like this, so it leans towards the left. And now you knit into the back loop of this extra stitch. But instead of knitting the next stitch like you would after make one left, you pick up the strand one more time and you knit into the back loop once again. So you increased by 2 stitches, and that's why it's called a double increase. Let's do it one more time. So you pick up the strand so it leans towards the left, you knit into the back loop, and then you pick up the strand one more time and knit it into the back loop. The second time is often a bit more tricky because the strand is shorter. Let's do it one last time. So pick up the strand, knit into the back loop, pick it up again and knit into the back loop. Now here's the problem I have with the standard method. It's basically knitting 2 make one lefts in a row, but make one left is a left leaning increase. So if you look at this center line, the stitch to either side look a bit different. So here you have this little bar and here they are leaning to the left. You can change the direction by knitting, let's show you. You can change the direction by knitting 2 make one rights into the same strand. Then it looks like this, and as you can see, here you have this bar on the right side and here you have the bar on the left side, but you know, it's just changing the direction. So what I propose instead is knit 1 make one left and then 1 make one right into the same stitch, so you alternate between the 2 stitches, and then it will look like this. I don't know how well you can see this is a bit darker yarn, but here you have a perfectly symmetrical center, and I actually prefer that. So let's show you how to knit that. If you want to create this symmetrical kind of eyelet, you have to knit it like this. You pick up the strand between 2 stitches from the front and knit it into the back loop, so just like before. But for the second stitch, you pick up the strand from behind and you knit it into the front loop. We'll do it one more time. So pick up the strand from the front, knit into the back, and then pick it up from behind and knit into the front. I always loosen it up a bit so it's easier to knit into the front. You can also do it the other way around. So if you pick it up from behind and knit into the front, and then pick it up from the front and knit into the back, you create a center line where you have these little wraps around the stitches. I believe this can be beautiful for the right kind of pattern as well, so definitely an option you should consider And here's one last variation for you. You can also lift the strand and knit back and front into the stitch. Then it will look a bit like this. This method won't create as visible an eyelet as the others, and it's a bit faster to knit, but it also looks, well, I don't know. I personally don't think it's that ideal, but let's quickly show you how to knit it one time. We pick up the strand between the 2 stitches, just like before, so it leans towards the left, and then we knit into the back loop. But now, instead of dropping the stitch, we knit into the front loop. This can be a bit tricky, and only then do we drop the stitch, and that way you create a different center line. Anyway, let's take a quick look at all the different variations one more time. Here we have the M1L twice into the same strand, and here we have the M1R twice into the same strand. Here we have alternating M1L and M1R into the same strand, where you create this very symmetrical eyelet. Here we have M1R and M1L into the same strand, where you create the little wrap. And if you knit back and front into the same strand, you create this kind of pattern. That's it. That's how you knit the Make 2 double increase. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment with your questions and your problems, and of course consider subscribing to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any new videos. Happy knitting!